My name is Desmond Shum. I always tell people I grew up in Hong Kong, but I'm born in Shanghai, but I spent the last 20 years of my career in Beijing. My wife left the office building she works in, and she just went missing and never been seen again, and it has been 4 years now. We were not immediately aware she was taken. I imagine they were waiting her downstairs, so the moment she stepped out of the building, she would stop and shovel into another car and speed away and gone. First of all, we don't know whether she's alive or dead. And the toughest part is if she ever come out alive, in what state she will be. And when I first started on it, it's probably 3-4 years now, I wasn't thinking of publishing. It was just writing it down, putting it to record when my memory still is fresh, and then tell my son the real story of who we are, what we done. And because to just repel a lot of rumors on the internet, on social media, especially now, his mom is gone. So we have business partnership with the wife of the premier. And in the process, we know some politicians, probably rivals of President Xi of today, very well. And so maybe she gets mixed in, I would guess probably most likely she get mixed in with those politics. Certain people certain things you have heard, and it becomes forbidden. That's why she was silenced. People of the world know too little about China. So I want that to come out. And then how else to tell a story people will be interested? You really write it as a story, make it scenery, make it like you are in the room and seeing what's happening in front of you. And that make it interesting, that make it enjoyable to read. And that way you can have more people reading it. I always believe there are things bigger than my life. And I can sacrifice a lot to achieve something other than myself, for myself. And this is part of it. I'm doing something I believe, and I think it's more important than what I own, what I have. And I think it's very meaningful for the world. I mean, the world needs to know how things really get done in China. Who actually owns China? In the last 20, 30 years, nobody in my situation, which is elites of the business world, and have deep, and not just understanding, involvement of the Chinese political community to come out to tell what actually happened behind the doors. It just never happened. And the reason it never happened, because the Chinese Communist Party want to dominate the storyline. They want to be the only one telling the story, and everybody else should echo their storyline. Anybody deviates from their storyline get punished, and get punished hard.